Good morning, everybody. This is Davey from The New Trader. This is Marie. We are day traders, and today we're going to be looking for opportunities to trade in the market. This market is incredibly strong, so it's fantastic how the market have been performing. Today we had important numbers coming out, like non-farm payroll. We have a couple numbers coming out, and like they pretty much came out in line or positively. So I think we can see on SPY that these numbers were quite well received. So yeah, Marie, tell me, like, how are you? Like, what are you doing? How
I
are you
am doing great, Davey. It's a beautiful day outside. I am enjoying it. I am enjoying all the green that we see on the list today.
Yeah,
That
super.
is fantastic, and the strength of SPY. And as you said, I think that they do have some length and a little bit of they're getting some love here from the reports that have been out this morning at 8:30. So we see that beautiful spike on SPY that just jumped up to $2 after. So we had the non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate that came out very nicely. So actual, they came out higher. So actually, it was a previous one, 4.1, now 4.2, and the average hourly earning as well. So a lot of numbers came out this morning, and they were all very positive. So some were almost exactly the same, but just a little bit of increase. So very encouraging, and obviously that's what the market is saying. They like these numbers.
Yeah, I see that those numbers are reflected, definitely. So
Absolutely.
I see we are missing our chart here. Let's see if I can address that. So that will be a SPY. For some reason, it is not showing right there. Trading chart. Hey, I see what happened there. Okay, so we're just gonna go there, and we have a SPY 5 minute. Perfect. That should fix it. Let's see. Yes, there we got our chart back. Sorry about that. We were talking about, and I was trying to show the chart while Marie was announcing the news, but I then look at the stream and it's like there is no chart. There is no chart there. So cool. So yeah, very nice, Marie. Very nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like these. It's nice numbers.
Let's see how we do today, as the market seems to be maybe more directional today. Yesterday, the market was SPY in general, Nasdaq as well, was trading in very low volume. Like if we go here in the 60 minute, let's say, and we pull up our volume, you're gonna notice here that the volume for the opening was pretty much just for the 60 for the first hour was only about 1.6 million, when normally this thing could be like 2.4 or 3.6. So that light volume was making the market a little bit too choppy, I will say. But yeah, we're gonna keep eyes in that volume today. The market keep pumping up very well. Like we see a SPY here. Basically, this is a 60-minute chart. I'm gonna erase those lines because I don't want to have too much influence from what previously was there. Though they may still have some relevance. I just want to, as we have such an important number coming out today. I will prefer to start from zero and let's see what the market say it wants to do. So yeah, Marie, how is your watch list? Like
Actually, it's quite nice. So I finished it.
okay, this
So
time I'm gonna add whatever you tell me because I didn't have time to set up my watch list this
not
morning.
a problem.
So I'm gonna add whatever you throw at me. And
Sounds good.
yeah,
I like that.
do
So
we go first with the SPY as always?
I think we should, though you just kind of looked at it right now. So I really like that SPY. If we look at when the news came out at 8:30, we've got a spike that happened, which pulled back to 605.73, but then bumped really up and actually finished at 607.8. So within one spike, 1 minute, the SPY went up almost $3, $2. So I really, really like that. And then what's even better, it maintained it and still trading at the 607 level. So it does look quite bullish after those numbers. Can we expect a little bit of a pullback? Definitely possible, but very, very strong at this moment following the news.
perfect. I see that From the pre-market, we have something we can call maybe a double bottom there at that 605.78. Though we're gonna be skeptical for the moment, just because it is a pre-market action, and then the news coming out, the number coming out at 8:30 here. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but definitely like 605.78 seems to be an important level. And then we have the micro trend going down, but this is a good reaction here. Let's see what the market is gonna bring to us today. And this is the 5 minutes, so that 5 minutes I'm gonna ignore for a little bit. I want to have a little bit more data coming on. So yeah, Marie, I'm done with the SPY for now. I'm gonna come back to look at it a little bit later. What will be next for you?
So the next one on the list is finally our guy NVIDIA.
NVDA.
Yeah, so NVIDIA.
Okay.
So NVIDIA is now number one in volume, though I find that it could be a little rangy. So if we're looking at the tape, we've got 144 at the bid. We've got 144.78. That's there. 143.78. Please excuse me for 143.78, and then we've got the 144. Not a whole lot much between, and then we're going to 140. It is still early, though. When I'm looking at the offer is definitely a little bit more juicy. We've got 146.50. That's at the offer, and as well, what we have is a lot of little orders, but significant enough that to build it up. So though we've got 146.50, then we've got 147, 148, 150 is very large, and the 152 and 155 that are very large. 150 being the largest. Is that a possibility? It's quite far from now, but if the market is quite bullish, as we're expecting it to be, following the news, well, it could very well end up at the 150. It traded there before.
Perfect.
Right, last week.
Something I would like to mention about that is basically the numbers that we are seeing in those offers and those bids are kind of similar to what we were seeing before, like with the exception of the 150, which is 433 lot. The rest that we can see there is 100 lot per level. Pretty much all the ones I saw was 100 lot, 110. It's quite like hard to predict or hard to determine what it's going to do when it's doing that. I guess Marie was right in there. We will see about being a little bit more choppy, but then, yeah, definitely gonna keep my eyes on that one.
There's not a whole lot of fill between, right? So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Now, I am very excited about this new one. So this is AMC.
AMC,
It's the second player today. So
I mentioned it last week, I think, because I mentioned it for a different reason, but let's see what it's doing. This thing is...
I'm guessing must have been earnings come out, because holy cannoli, on this strong market, to have a flush of $1.
I think I hear the guys was like just acting in front of everything. You know, this is a meme stock. So it's like GameStop. Like there is so much rationality about what is happening behind.
Okay.
So it's just a roaring kitty is talking about, and that's why he was saying actually that he was talking about that. So he just moved the price in a radical way because he's holding or he's not holding, or he's he's like, yeah, be extremely careful with that one, but definitely gonna be looking at it. And yeah, like I'm gonna follow you. What do you see on that one?
So what I see that's interesting and quite interesting is that we've got a large position. If we're looking at the bid, we've got a large position right pretty much where it's trading right now. So we've got two at 478 and 479. After that, we do...
460 is heavy.
It's every year. It's every year than the 478. But what I mean is that we've got two large positions right there. There's enough significance on the tape for it to go to 460, which is the next large. And then what's interesting is that we've got a double shield at 450 and 449. So 450, 449 it's pretty much what the low that it found here this morning at pre-market. So after that pullback, it actually now maintaining, if we're looking in the 5 or the 15, it's maintaining the VWAP. Now, if we're looking now at the offer, we've got something similar, that we've got a stack or a double shield at 497 and 498, and that's in both tapes. So at 497, 498, that looks very interesting as well. And if that pierce, it's even more interesting because we've got a large position at 520. So that size of a stock for a 50-cent move, definitely interesting.
Yeah, definitely that 520 being the biggest one toward the upside for now.
Absolutely.
At least if we count him along. But
So
yeah.
I like the fact that it found that bottom, and the offers are not going lower really of that bottom of where it's trading right now. It found the bottom at 460 to 450. And now the way that it maintains the VWAP, we'd have to see after it interacts, but I believe that it could be rebalancing on AMC.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That one I'm gonna let it behave, and then I will try to take a decision. Pretty much with any setup today, I'm gonna be slightly more careful. As yesterday, I have a big loss on Mara, and that was a little bit irresponsible for me. But I'm gonna make sure today I don't do that. Yeah. What is next, Mary, for you?
Okay, Tesla.
Tesla.
So at Tesla, what's interesting right now is that, of course, it right now
Printing higher and higher. 52 highs.
absolutely maintaining right the levels. It's really above the VWAP. It's above the 50. It's above the 200. Definitely very, very bullish. And we've got big positions, and the biggest positions are at the offer, which are at 380, 383. So these are the biggest. So it's at the offer, and we do have a large one too at 379.90. So 379.90 and 380 acting at the double level right there. So is that where it's going to be ending today? Well, look at that. We just had a position show up at 400.
Yeah, it's been hard to put that. I'm in the daily, maybe on the 60. 383 is hard to get it precisely. So around 383, let's say there. And the other one was which one?
Now we just had a player show up at 400.
400. Yeah, yeah. Those are rounded numbers. There. Hey, is Tesla gonna go to 400 today? It's
We've seen
capable
it
of doing
move.
that.
Right, we've seen it.
Yeah,
move.
let's see if he's able to do something. But 83.
Definitely very bullish. So, what I am concerned with is that we don't really see where it could be pulling off. So we've got 376.80 that's now is building. So 376.80 is just above the VWAP. So, and it's the level that was serving as a previous support right there. So, pre-market. So 376.80 seems to be a good position to be going
It's
in.
exactly, you took the word out of my mouth. It's exactly the point where I will be looking to pull back.
I like it.
And if you lose that, maybe it could go somewhere like yeah, those sizes are not that big, but let's see. Yeah, actually no clue. That's the word I'm gonna use. I have no idea where this can go down.
But right now, that one at least is there, right?
Yeah, for sure, that makes sense. I can have like a little trend line. Let's say I like to ignore those wicks here, but this time because of the news, I'm gonna take it. So maybe the VWAP. The VWAP makes sense.
Yes, absolutely.
Though it didn't offer during the this thing is one of those days where it doesn't touch the VWAP pretty much. So to get the VWAP, if it's gonna be along, it's gonna be maybe tricky. But I think it worth the shot if we get there.
I agree.
So okay. So what will be next on your list?
Okay, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Frog in my throat. So we've got a double.
The next one I don't have it. Which
so
one
we've
is it?
got Uber.
Huber. Is there an H in there?
No.
You're calling Huber from like Huber the movie?
Me. So
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
got a. So right now, what I
This is a big sell-off yesterday. I was listening to
Absolutely.
the news and like there was news going on, but the reason why this didn't sell off the way it sell off, if I have to gauge it, it's because of the institutional holding. If you see, like, I have a long time without checking the institutional holding in this, but institutional holding in Uber was quite high. So once one of those big players is willing to go out of their position, you can have a big pullback. But what happened is the opposite as well. Like here, if we are saying that this is looking like rounding-ish, like a rounded bottom, it's not a dead on rounded bottom, especially because of that gap up here. I don't even know what to think about it. But this will be looking long to me from the good to go. But let's say if it doesn't keep flushing, you can expect a nice push up toward the maybe the 70s, maybe the 69, and it's due to the same thing as institutions liquidate big positions. Well, institutions also acquire big positions. So if they disagree in, oh, this is not the time to sell, this is time to add, you can have a very nice push back up here. So yeah, I'm gonna look at, I'm gonna follow you through the tape. I
Okay.
just want to put that out there.
No, I agree. It that makes sense, right? It does fluctuate the stock, and sometimes it just makes no sense to us why it did with those flushes. So right now, if we're looking at Uber again with my age, Uber,
Ay, ay, ay.
Uber.
It sounds cute, you know.
Cute, yeah.
Sounds cuter than Uber.
So when we're looking at it, at the
66 seems to be relevant.
66 is quite relevant, but we also have a 66, we've got a 65, 76, and then we've got 65. So 65 was pretty much where it pulled down this morning, very close to those levels. So it went through it, but then maintained the 65. So those are orders that, yeah, you know what, it would be a good level to be able to go in. The biggest position, which makes no sense there, is at 62.15. I just wanted to put it out there. That is very far, and if I go, I'm just going to pull back on. Wow. So that was not reached. So it traded around there at the 62 once, and that was this August. So chances of it in a very bullish market go back and pull back there, I find that it could be a little bit
Tricky, yeah.
tricky. I don't think that it's a possibility, but hey, well, you know, I'm not Mother Market, so
Well, market, yeah.
I'm not going to. But then, if we're looking at the upside, though right now it's still early, we've got 67.59 and 69.89. 69.89.
The
And
89, I
between-
have it, that's the neck of the cup.
There
Like,
we go.
If it's gonna be rounded, like that 69, 67, 89, the one you mentioned there, to me is very important because if you trade above, hey, you can have a very nice
It's
move.
golden, exactly. And
Like,
then there's 69.89 that has 97. So is that a possibility? Absolutely, especially when we've got a position building right there at 70. So there's a possibility of it going there. So we just had, you know, when I talked about 62.15, we've got a huge position that just showed up at 60.57. Makes no sense, but hey,
yeah, that's too far. I won't even draw that.
60.57 both tapes.
Yeah. So I just gonna look at the biggest time frame here, just to see. Like, yeah, we are definitely looking bullish, very bullish in this name.
I find.
Just watch out for the open because, like, if this seller have more to sell, like let's say this is selling whatever they're selling, if we find sellers with more to sell at the open, like aggressively, like it can maybe trying to retest the bottom. Though I don't think it's gonna pull back a lot.
I think the VWAP is probably a good play around 60 or around 66. That player's still there, and I think 66 could be.
This is a name where you
really
can
good.
get the VWAP, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, you can get the VWAP very easy
Well,
here.
we said that 66 was a level, right? So I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. And if we're looking at, there is a big position as well now at 66.25, which is the 200.
200
EMA.
lot? Ah, okay, 200 EMA. Yeah, okay. So I'm done with over.
I like it.
I just would like to quickly take a look at American Online.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, good. Look at the rally that that thing had.
Wow.
No holding above. Okay. Let's go back to your stock. This
Okay.
doesn't have the volume.
So the next one is PLTR on the list. So when we're looking at PLTR, it's still a little bit early. We've got a week tape, but
Look at
we're
what a
looking
beautiful
at
chart, even with those pullbacks. This
Right?
is so beautiful the way that it's going to the long.
wow. Look at that long trend, eh?
Yeah, like the pullback have been very violent, I would say. Like this pullback here yesterday, it was whew, like it went all the way down to 72 from 73. I short the 73 there and I recuperate a little bit of the losses from yesterday. But yeah, this thing, that 73 is quite heavy, I will say. But I don't feel like shorting this name too much because it's
Well,
it's
73.
very strong.
When we're looking at 73, it is an important level when we're looking at the bid. So 73 is actually one of the largest one. Then we've got 72, and the next one is 70.
Okay.
So 73, 72, and 70 for the pull.
Yeah, I would like to look at those sizes specifically just because, yeah, that tape is very soft right now.
Absolutely.
7350 seems to be maybe the resistance point if we are gonna be going down. But this is gonna be relevant because it's the biggest size on the. Oh no, it's not the
No,
biggest. The biggest is
7350,
75.
you mean going up?
Yeah, going up. Like
Yeah.
if you trade above 7350, it might be a good long. But what I'm seeing here is the 75 is
Yeah.
a little bit too far, but 75 is the biggest.
Correct.
And I will be expecting like PLTR have the power to be there very easy, like have the liquidity to get there
And the
very fast.
momentum, and right
Yeah.
now it's top 5 volume, right? So
So and toward the downside, what was the level that you see as the most relevant one?
I
Like-
think it was 73 that I was seeing to the downside. 73 and 7304 to the downside. So
Okay.
when we're looking at both tape cumulative,
Yeah, because there is a 73 that have 37 lot, and there is a 7296 that have 40, and then you have 7304, 40. So if we say that we have 80 between 73 and 7296, that will be 80 plus another 38. We say to round the number, it will be like 120. So 120
and that's not far.
in the combination of the tape here makes sense to me.
Absolutely, I agree.
So
So 73 is definitely would be a good play to go along because it's barely 73 is still very, very close to the VWAP and it's still very close to the 200 moving average.
Okay.
So
I'm
it
trying
would
to
not-
find any level at 73, 70 around there. Around the top, do you see anything? Because I have the 7350 as a level of interest here. And you could logically ask, good morning, Zach. Sorry, we got broke down. Good morning, how are you doing,
Good
my guy?
morning.
So, yeah, you can ask, like, why are you having PLTR and you have a level at 7353, but you don't have a 7270 when that has been the high of the day? Well, the reason why I don't have a line on the high of the day is because this order that is here can trump the price down compared to whatever happened at the top. So I will be more interested to look at what reaction is happening at 7353 than to dream that it will go to the high of the day or to attach that when that could be just because of the volatility or the lack of liquidity due to
Okay.
the pre-market. So here I have a solid order. Here I don't have anything on the level 2. So that's why I decided to do that like that.
Makes
But
sense.
do you see anything in
No,
the level 2?
75.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Like yeah, the 75 I have it right there. Okay, so
Nothing building after that. Not yet, anyways.
yeah, let me put that line here. Just like the blue lines are becoming a little bit more common for me, but it's because there are levels that have different importance than other, and that's how I identify that this is a little bit more important. Next one, Marie.
Okay, next one is Mara.
Mara. Okay.
So Mara, if we're looking at the bid, we are looking at 2513. That's high enough, nothing crazy, but 2513, and 2513 is pretty much the pullback that it had pre-market this morning. So makes sense that it could pull back to there because it's still very close. Then we've got another level that is at 2507, and 2507, it's the VWAP. So to pull back there, yeah, definitely possible. For again, it's very, very close. And then we're looking at 2479, which is the next one, and 2479. No, that's 2432, 2479. There we go. So that was yesterday. That served as a resistance. So as a support. So is that possible that it goes there? Absolutely. If we're looking at the bid, at the ask now, the ask is quite. It seems to have some volume. What it does have though, it's the heaviest is at 27, 28, and 30. 27, 28, and 30.
Yeah, 29 is very relevant, though we are not seeing it right now. Maybe there.
No, not in
But,
there.
Just because of my days of trading this name, I know that 29 is relevant. Actually, it's not there today at
No.
all.
Not.
At all. So the 24 is there for sure. So, but I want to keep, like, I put a blue line at the 24.90 because that 24.90, it has been very important. And like what I like a lot about that 24.90 is that the participation here is not only when the market open. This participation is there during the pre-market as well. So somebody is buying at 24.90 and that's sweet. Eventually the price pull back down to 24, but that's still like that's a healthy pullback. I mean, this name have been rock and rolling quite well. For like right now it's very choppy there. That's why, like I know it's, but like if you look at the 60 minutes, like let's say the daily, like we cleared those 20 with a lot of confidence, and now we are just pumping up above the 25, 22. Like you remember, Marie, that the 22 was a very important level for us.
Oh my God.
We were
was
looking
it
at those
ever?
22 as a level of resistance. One we trade above and we clear for $2, $3, and we are still trading above by quite a lot. And then you have a buyer like, look, this may go without us. Like yesterday, I was looking short, though I took the long. But today I will be looking long because it looks healthy to me for the long. So, anything else to add to that one?
No,
Okay.
no. You got her.
Perfect.
Okay, so the next one is SLB. But just before taking SLB, first of all, the tape is very, very weak on that one. It's been absolutely tanking. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how much it tanked.
Who are
I
these
don't-
people?
I don't see a whole lot of momentum on the tape, though there is volume there. I would like to just skip over that for now. And
Okay.
just so to reinforce the Mara, we've got IBID. That
IBID,
is,
okay.
right? That's
We only
still-
have 50 seconds, so
Okay,
let's
so
speed
IBID
it up.
again, very, very strong, as you've seen. So it just supports your long for the
For the Mara here.
for Mara.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's yeah.
And this MCI as well is crossing the VWAP. Very interesting. I really like what I'm seeing in the tape. 4165.
Doesn't want to give away those 42.
No, 4165 is a big level, and that was a pull pre-market. So definitely possible.
Very
Looking
nice.
at that. Enjoy your trading.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Have fun. Just a last look there for the last 10 seconds, 20 seconds. SPY. So SPY is still looking like toward the downside after the push back up. So I won't sleep on this one. I'm gonna leave this guy do whatever he wants to do, and then I'm gonna be looking for a decision. So maybe I won't be taking any trade at the open, just as cautious, like anticipating what I did yesterday.
Have
So,
fun, everyone.
good luck to everybody. So let's see how we do today. So Mara, I say Mara. Look at Mara. Beautiful trade there, missing, but it's okay. I'm looking long. I don't want to jump. I want to buy a good price. What is a good price? That we will see in a couple minutes. So I want to add here. There was a stock that we were talking about, and I don't remember.
AMC.
No, I was one of the last ones.
So I took
Uber.
AMC.
Uber was it? You took AMC. Okay. Okay, Zach, what are you trading today? Are you going SPXL? Are you going stocks? Any other equity? Okay, Mara, definitely going without us. So if I say Mara, what price I want to go Mara? Yeah, there is a bunch of resistance right there. If I want to go Mara, it has to be 25. Yeah, 25. I'm gonna drop off an order at 25 on Mara, and let's see if we get that. I know we are trading 25.76. Yeah, that trade me go with them. I'm okay with that. So, yeah, 25, maybe 25.13 makes sense. I even front run it a bit there. 25.02. I have an order to get filled at 25.02 in Mara. So let's see what it wants to do. And yeah, what else are Robinhood is flushing right now. I didn't look at that today, and that was quite relevant. You are
Well,
AMC long.
I went EMC. I took it exactly at 41, the level we were talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to maintain that. I am out. It's flushing. It's very volatile right now.
Yeah,
Very, very volatile.
The share structure in this name is a little bit sketchy. So I think it's one of the reasons why I wouldn't be trading that pretty much. I think Uber is offering that entry that I want to test. Uber, okay. Yeah, I took a little trade on Uber.
Look
there.
at NVIDIA.
Nvidia. Oh, Nvidia punching those 45. So I took Uber long. Let's see how Uber is gonna be performing. The other one, that's a good price. That's a good entry. That entry is like on Uber. It was the plan. That is exactly the plan. So you are following the plan. You shouldn't be too sketchy about it. So what was the other? Mara, I say. Mara, I have an order to get at 25. Never go without me. It's okay. I have Uber for now. Let me just take a ride on Uber.
I like that. Take a ride on Uber.
Yeah.
So the market is exploding at this moment.
So yeah, what are you on now?
I'm
You're
NVIDIA and I'm Uber. I don't like NVIDIA.
NVIDIA long you are?
Yes, so I kind of jumped in on NVIDIA. I'm going to try to add on that pullback to see if I'm able to get better my price.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think over to the moon today. Probably like Uber's 66, 67, 66, 80 makes sense for me on Uber. Let's see if we get that. We are 66, 40. I think we can get 66, 80. Let's see if we get that price. So something I want to do in that Uber is that I want to be breaking even. Let's play with the money of the house like that. When we get paid, and when we lost, we just lost commissions. So for now, I think that makes sense. That trade wants to go to 166. This is like a rounded bottom. I say my target was 67.89. Are we gonna go to 67.89? Probably. Let's see how long it takes to get there. Yeah, exciting.
Very.
Yeah, Mara going without us. I'm okay. I have to be disciplined. So PLTR, what is PLTR doing? I would like to take a short on PLTR from somewhere around there, though it's hard to take a short in this thing. Look how we are trading above those 73.53 with quite confidence there. Like, I mean, it's very sweet. So
Mara,
I see you
it's
are
just crazy.
Yeah, Mara, you are gonna make me cry on Mara.
Wow.
Yeah, it's okay.
Uber going through 67.
Uber, we are 90 cents in the money on Uber.
Woohoo!
I practice the two-step things here, so I just bought half of that, and then I didn't have the chance to add any more, so that's okay.
Here comes the money.
Money. Saint Marie printing. Oh, Saint Marie. That's Marie printing. So. INTC. It's still fighting with those 21 something.
So the market's pulling back a little bit.
Look at Tesla. Tesla have lost our level, and it's just going down. This 400 was nothing for it. So okay, Tesla, a little bit disappointed, I guess there. You remember that we were looking for at what point we can reverse? It's an area here because we have a couple prices here that are interesting, but I think about 372 to take it back for the long could make sense. So yeah, Hood is pulling back all the way up to those 39.60. I think Uber want to go back to those 40 very soon. So my guy is short on SPXL. SPXL, let's see how that thing is looking like. So I say I wanted to come back on SPY. That may have some info for you right there, if anything. We'll still have to clear 608 with 49 with 50 cents on SPY for me to be looking long, I think. Though this is big candle here, it's just well, the market's very strong today. I don't know. Yeah, keep an eye on it. Let's see what it wants to do. So I think I feel like adding a bit on Uber. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit on Uber right there. Uber, I need to make sure I do this right. So I add on Uber. Let's see if Uber managed to hold that level. Right now I'm gonna be taking a little risk in there, but for that risk you will need to pull back pretty much to my initial entry. And yeah, if he wants to go back up, we will see. No panic there. I think my risk is about 37 cents right now. The only reason why I decided to add is because it seems to make sense, my analysis in the trade. So if it makes sense, well, you take it. If the level, if your stock react to your levels, just respect your levels.
I like that.
PLTR, I say PLTR, yeah. SPY was like, yeah. Today, as you didn't say anything, I forgot about this. Let's see what is the range looking like today. Today we are looking a little bit better. Well, is it true? No, I don't think it's that true. I want to look at the volume SPY. That was what surprised me yesterday a little bit too much. When we look at the 15 minutes, we are already printing 140, 1 million point 2, 1 million point 3, and it is 9:38, so it's basically half of the time. So if we double that size, or if the volume keep being what it is right now, maybe we're gonna get 2.8 million shares in the 15-minute chart for this first candle. So let's see. PLTR approaching that. Look at PLTR. It's almost at 75, and we say that 75 was doable. So yeah, let's see. It's a little bit heavy at that 75, but definitely this thing have the liquidity to go there. So yeah, my guy Zach is saying at 10 there is the Michigan consumer sentiment. Yes. Thank you for that call out. That one I didn't have it. I had the numbers that were coming out earlier. That one I didn't have it. We appreciate it a lot, how much attention you're paying to those things and
Absolutely.
giving the heads up. So you say that will be at 10 o'clock, I guess. So 10 o'clock is 11 minutes, 21 minutes for it. Yeah, let's see. That over. I like the ad seems to be okay for now, but I would like to see Uber pushing back up a little bit with a little bit more confidence. So maybe
so the
a lack of
market
volume right now
is interacting with the morning high. We'll see how that goes. Oh.
Yeah, SPY is trying hard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see Mara. What is Mara doing? Okay, Mara is pulling back to the point that I want to buy it back. That VWAP, the question is, do I want to get the VWAP? No, I don't want to get the VWAP because we keep going down from the VWAP. I want to try to fish a good price in that one. Uber is pulling back slightly violent. That top got a little bit too heavy, I think, right there. Like that high that he put at 67 is slightly too much. Like yeah, that 67 here got very heavy. It got very heavy. So Let's see. Uber. Yeah, I have to evaluate what are the probabilities of we coming back to 67 right now. Basically, the way I can do that is looking at the tape. I really have to work in the setup this weekend because I have trouble seeing when the bids and the offer are getting pulled out, and that have been part of the thing that tell me a lot of how strong the stock is, how much the interest toward the upside is or toward the downside. Like yeah, I have to scroll down quite a lot for me to get like so. Marie have been giving me heads up on that one, but yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend, but with the idea of bringing you guys a better, more quality on our streaming, on our trading. The whole goal of this is to perform better, as we don't want to like when you want to show some people how you do something, ideally you show them the right way. So by that we will be trying to do as less mistake as possible. Today we have been putting that in. Yesterday not that good. Yeah,
So
talk to me,
Huber,
Marie.
okay, so Huber right now. So we got the market is pulling back, interacting with the VWAP. It seemed to not want to lose. The buyers still are very, very strong. So right now we've got, if we're looking at the tape for Uber, 66.38 seems to be at the pull, and 66 is still there. So, but we do have 77.10 on both tapes. So that is what it was, a 67.10, sorry, was
That
the
was
high,
really fast.
right?
What?
So, yeah, that's a little bit too high. So can it go back there? Absolutely. It seemed to be trapped there. 67.25 is building. So could be that it's going to go through, but it seems to be trapped a little bit in a range there.
Yeah, definitely like that. That makes sense. It is like look at those volumes, like a previous volume from yesterday. Like look how low was the volume at the open yesterday. Of course, today like we have this massive volume or relatively high volume due to the sell-off that happened yesterday. So is this gonna be a bullish day for Uber? Probably we will see.
I agree.
So a little bit rangy now, but I guess they don't want to stick. I don't want. They don't want to take the price too far away from the VWAP. You know how like, yeah, that ruling about respecting the VWAP and getting as close as possible to the bottom, or to like as close as possible below the VWAP, or as close as possible on top of the VWAP. When we lost the VWAP toward either sizes, we're gonna really know who is in control of this, though right now it's looking bullish. So, okay, so what do we have? Mara, what is Mara
I was
doing?
just going to say, so Mara's right now is interacting very well. So if we're looking at IBID, IBID's got a lot more strength than Mara, but right there I believe that we could be looking at the reversal for Mara. So could be very interesting. So I'm gonna be...
Funny enough, like I see that the top of Mara is quite as heavy as well. Like I mean, Uber have a heavy top. Mara has a heavy top for now. Like basically what I'm saying, the volume executed at the top here is way too high. I mean, like that might be because of the strong opening. That's why I am not listening that much to that. But I hope it doesn't become a rangy day due to that. So
I
like,
think you could be right.
like yeah, like well, like if it's too heavy, it's like that. That's gonna be like a level of resistance for a little bit too long. So yeah, and I just see the.
Ooh, the
I'm glad.
position at 25 is huge.
Yeah, on Mara. I'm glad that you didn't take that. I almost jumped there like half of the size. Yeah. SPXL having trouble at that top. That's what I mean. Like that's the 15 minute. That was our alarm for the 15 minutes. So our 15 minutes is for 15 minute high is 189.61. So and we are trading above. Let's see if this is gonna be a nothing burger move, and we're gonna be coming back down, or if this is gonna be holding above the opening range. So yeah, like Uber keep pulling back, so I guess yeah, like that's not looking that sweet right now. I'm gonna stick to my plan. So my plan is if you go back to the level, it should hold there, but like
Okay, so I took Nvidia at the VWAP. So the market is pushing through the 600. Holy cannoli, eh?
yeah, SPY is going crazy, but like I still it's not there. It's not at 608. It's not at 608.50 yet. So we will see.
Not crazy volumes, eh? We do not have any crazy volume.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, overflush a little bit there. That was significant. So let's see.
So Huber, we know 66 is big, but now the biggest position is at 65. Huge position, 65 for Huber.
Yeah, I guess is Tesla still pushing down? Yes, it is. No, it is not. Look at the 72. It went way lower than that, but it's claiming back to the 76. So
Okay, so
yeah.
Mara's approaching, is interacting with the 25. We'll see what's going to do there.
Yeah, Mara. Where do I sense more momentum? Mara or Uber? I guess that the answer for that is Mara. Yeah, it is Mara. It is Mara. I think Mara slightly stronger than Uber. And yeah. Okay, let's look at that Uber. I think if Uber managed to not establish the trend for too long there, let's see. I'm gonna be keeping eyes on this. SPXL, my guy, should be flying right now. So I don't know if you flip or what you did there, but this thing, like a SPY, look at SPY and the high of the day. It cleared up with such a confidence. That's like, I guess, Marie, you were like more looking north, right? You were looking like a similar bullish move for
Absolutely.
SPY.
Well, we were sinking, right? But
PLTR, what is PLTR doing? PLTR, look
taking
at
off.
PLTR.
taking off. No, I'm not in PLTR.
You are ANC?
AMC.
Yeah.
AMC and Nvidia. Nvidia is not moving very well. It's surprising how slow it's moving considering the strength of the market in SPY.
Yeah. Especially like something is strange, and this is gonna be maybe gonna have some value for Zach as he's trading the indexes. And is that like this move on SPY is quite bullish. I know that the number that came out that before the market opened were quite good for the market to be bullish. But like, isn't this in front of consumer? Like, did you say it was Michigan consumer?
Michigan consumer, correct.
Yeah. So this going in front of that, yeah, it's strange. Like, though for Christmas, I think maybe the consumer, the Michigan consumer is gonna be slightly higher. Though I think it's that the higher should be reflecting January, not in December. So we will see. Yeah. Uber. Yeah, Uber is not clearing up, like, but I think it will be about to do that. Let's see if he disappoint. time is that? That candle is from 9. Okay, I say something wrong here. Like
What did you say?
no, it's just a SPY. Like the high of a SPY for the 15 minutes was established at this point here. So now is that we have that level. Like yeah, if I say like yeah, if we would drop off that line there.
Mm-hmm.
Now is that I want to see it's gonna be trading above or it's gonna be trading below. The same for SPXL. Like I was attaching the reversal point to this due to the opening, but it's this one. So
Okay.
if it's ever gonna happen, like I mean I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, because this was the candle that died at 9:45. So if it trade above there, it's gonna be quite bullish as it is already. But like this is the line. Zach, for you, if you are watching there, my mistake. I used point of reference a 89.60 before. It's not 89.60. It is 190.21. So like if I was looking reversal from here, but it's not from here. It is from here, from the top. So if ever it's gonna happen, we don't know. Like this market is super strong.
Mm-hmm.
So. So okay, Uber is doing over for now. So not many rights to take on that one for now. What about Mara? Let's see Mara. I like what that candle is doing, especially in Uber. So coming back to Uber, I like that candle right there, especially because it kind of like wasn't willing to put a newer low, like a lower low in the 5 minutes. So, but it will need to do better for sure for you to clear up the trend. So coming back to Mara, look at Mara. We went 25, Marie. Dead on. I removed the order because I wanted.
Oh wow.
Like the low of that is 25.00001.
Incredible.
So
Beautiful levels.
yeah, it's let's see what it wants to do. As I say, I am not rushing any trade today. If a trade is gonna work for me, I'm gonna respect my rules. So SPXL, I want to be informative for Zach as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
As this is our number one viewer, our number one guy right there that is
Number
watching.
one follower.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Like what I expect on SPXL is to have trouble there, and then after the number came back in, like you see what it's doing right there. Like once it open another 5 minutes, if it doesn't manage to put a higher high, I will be going short. If it doesn't put a higher high, if by any stretch of the imagination when the candle open make a higher high, I will wait. And there you see the reaction toward that. I actually gonna check the volume on the 15 minutes as I just said before. And the volume is quite low today. It's even lower than yesterday. So expect a little bit of choppiness until those, sorry, my bad. Until those numbers come out, expect some choppiness because we are really like trading just like the 15-minute candle for the opening. This doesn't even look right, but it's like 1.4 million. 1.4 million. So yeah, very low volume, very choppy action, especially a Friday.
Absolutely.
One of the funniest things about the market is that it's popping up, like it keep going higher and higher and higher. Like yes, if you see lower volume, you will say, okay, the strength on the trend is slowing down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like those move, like look, all this, like if we go to SPY,
A little.
this very nice move here, it happened in very low volume. So Uber is getting me a little bit nervous. I mean, like it's signaling that it was like, you see, not able to make a lower low in the 5 minutes. Now it make a lower low and it like after
Very
it trade,
range. Caught in that range.
yeah. So as I say, I'm gonna try to hold it for a little bit, but I shouldn't be even concerned because my stop loss in there is a solid one. Like, I mean, it was planned. It is not a big loss. It is a decent size. So, um, yeah, I should be leaving that trade to develop itself. And yeah, what are you trading, Marie?
Still AMC. I'm
AMC,
trying to.
I
I want to understand that stock. So, and I like its volatility. So
Yeah,
you
with
know
all
me.
honesty, I think you pick a hard one to understand there because like
I agree.
these guys like they diluted their shares so many times, so often that right now, like you see, it's like $4.8. This thing, if I have to guess, the real value of those shares is like when you take away the dilution of it, it's maybe something like 30 cents maybe. So like, yeah, I am not playing this game with them. Like something I could do on AMC is to look at the chart in the daily and find a good price that I like, buy something that I kind of wouldn't care about, and let's see if they wanted to double it. But the share structure on AMC is well corrupted. Like I mean, corrupted not as a it's not so not a bad thing. It's just like logic. Like you see how you say, oh,
It's not simple.
yeah, if there is a big buyer, you would expect it to go high. Well, maybe in this name, a big buyer that you are seeing the level two, maybe a very flushy activity. So yeah, we need to be aware of that. So then you were trading Nvidia before. Do you see Nvidia is holding those 145 quite well? So
But when I'm looking at the tape on Nvidia, I do not see a lot. It seems like it's a tug of war right now.
yeah, it's choppy.
Huh, choppy.
Yeah, so
It's true.
Tesla is still interacting with this low one more time right here. That might be a good buy there for Tesla. Yeah, so Uber is testing my patience. I'm doing quite well at doing that because like I want to be out of that trade for some reason, but it haven't broke the reason why I go in. Like literally for me to be wrong in my analysis, Uber will need to get me out because that would mean it lost the level that I am trading off, which is that 66, and it is not doing that yet. So, but it is trending down.
Well, the
So-
market seems to have some resistance up there, right? So,
Your
seems
AMC
to
alone?
be- yes.
Okay, cool.
So it seems to be consolidating a little bit for the market. So we'll see if it's able to have some strength and find some strength.
Yeah, it's though in the 15 minutes it's not looking that good. I spy. Like the 15 minutes is looking like a clear rejection of the 609. But yeah, let's let it be whatever it wants to be. Hey, I think you don't want to see this. I haven't seen it. Yeah, you don't want to see it. SMCI doing quite well. INTC, it's not doing much. INTC, yeah, consumer, Michigan consumers sentiment
out now.
should be now there. I'm gonna be looking at Uber. Well, I'm actually gonna put here SPY. I have Uber in a separate screen. So let's see SPY, what SPY wants to do. Zach, watch out for that one. As you have
Yeah, Uber's is going down. So Uber seems to be wanting to go down and get that 66. And 65 is still a huge position.
65.
Huge.
So
So PLTR is pulling back, seems to be pulling back to the VWAP. Could be a good entry for whoever would like to take a long. Still has about 66. It's going to, it seems to have a top at 76. Ooh, Mara, nice. It's pulling back to the VWAP as well.
Yeah.
25.
I don't know if the number is correct, but if this thing update correctly today, it is as the actual the consensus was 73, sorry. The previous was 71.8, and the actual is 74. So higher than expected, I would say. But if anybody have that number there, feel free to drop it off and correct us if we are wrong. But I think it's 74 from what I can see. So yeah, Uber not trending well right now.
Okay, so we've got, if we're looking at IBID, which is pulling back to the VWAP as well, coincidentally like with Mara, it could be a good place to go, right? So, and SoFi just pulled up into the top 3.
SoFi, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I see. Oof, that's a nice V shape. Okay, so yeah, like we see the tape like, well, the price action accelerating everywhere a little bit. Even SPY is accelerating a little bit. What is this going to be? We don't know. Yeah, that might be some reaction from the number finally kicking in. The volume on SPY, yeah, still very low. No, this candle just got born right now, but even the previous one is less than a million shares being traded in the 15-minute chart, so that very low volume.
So PLDR is pulling back very slowly to the VWAP.
Yeah, what PLTR? Yeah, PLTR, like, yeah, that 75 become a little bit heavy. Yeah, but PLTR, I will be looking long on PLTR. Maybe that long, I will be looking for that long at around 73, 70, 73, maybe the VWAP. But yeah, I would like to see what the market wants to do first. Like, yeah, that SPXL for SAC, I guess it's printing if it's short, but anything that is going to happen haven't happened yet. Like, I mean, it's obviously it's like that, but what I mean is, like, I don't think this is the whole move. Like, if I have to say something, this is like a little bit rangy right now for the last 15-20 minutes. So once it go below the 189.86 or above the 190.22 is when the trade may take off. Yeah, very rangy activity. It required a little bit of patience there because it's gonna be in that range. But yeah, let's see. What are you trading?
Right now I'm in
SoFi.
Okay.
Nice.
So I think we need to take a break.
Okay. Okay, let's take a little break. We're gonna be back in a couple minutes. Hey, I'm back, and basically I took a little Mara. I took a decent position on Mara right there, expecting it to hold a little bit above those 25.30 as it have been doing. So Uber got me out, and right, like it's the same thing. I got you out, and like, but it's bouncing decently enough from that 66. Do I want to retake Uber? Probably I do want to do that. Yeah, like now we have some decent buyers stepping in. Yeah, let's see what is going to happen. So Aurora Innovation is trading very high. Wow, this is $7.58. This is amazing how this thing fly. So let's go back to Mara. Yeah, I don't know if I should be playing a little bit more defensive, as we say that the market is already trading with low volume. So let me see what Bitcoin is doing. BTC USD. Bitcoin is trading at 99,000 with $100. Had a big wick at the open. SPY is holding quite well at above 608.50. That was a point of reference for me previously. So yeah, let's see what it wants to do. Yeah, Tesla still going down. The Tesla is looking not that good. So Tesla going down yet. Finding resisting at the 372.90, 373. That was a level of interest previously. So Uber, definitely I missed that boat. I was a little bit too tight in that level maybe. Yeah, that Uber, I want to keep my eyes on it, but yeah, this is a nice candle. Let's see. Yeah, I was in the break, so I took the Mara, but like I forgot to keep my eyes on Uber. So anybody that got Uber long and had a wider stop loss is making sense right now. So we are practicing trading with a little bit heavier shares. So all those trades, and that's exactly why I got smoke. Well, it's not exactly why I got smoke in Mara yesterday, but it was a mistake from my assumption. So like going bigger doesn't mean you have to take a bigger loss. But yesterday, because I am exercising, I am ramping up my share sizes. I am buying pretty much a double of what I was buying before in much of the trades. Even if I am buying in 2 steps, I am ramping up my share size. So by doing that, I did that in Mara yesterday, and I took a huge loss on it. And yeah, today I'm gonna make everything back. Probably it looks like, but is there the wrong mentality to think that because you are taking a bigger share size, you're gonna be taking a bigger loss? That's not how it works. So sometimes you just take better entry, tighter stop loss, and that should be able to pay for the rest. So that Mara, let's see, Mara looking good. SPY or SP. SPY is still trapped into those 68.93. If it doesn't manage to hold above there, we can be expecting it to go back down, maybe to the VWAP. We will see. I'm gonna try to do the same in over. Over. Let's see if I can get those 20. So if I'm able to get 26, 20, I'm gonna be happy with that. Just gonna buy half of that. Let's see if I can get it. I have an order to get filled at 66.24, and as I say, if we get there, I was asking myself, should I be playing a little bit more defensive? Maybe that's the right thing to do. Like Mara, I didn't take partial in Mara, but I am not taking a loss on it. Yeah, if it wants to hammer the trend, good for it. I will retake it, but I'm not taking a loss on it. So as I say, so Uber is going higher. What is IBIT doing? IBIT. Okay. What is Amazon doing? Yeah, Amazon is flying as well. What is Apple? Yeah, equity seems to be strong today. Tesla is the one that is not looking that good right now. INTC muted there, very choppy. Like I think it's quite hard to trade INTC based on what it's doing right now. SMCI, that's looking a little bit better toward the long side. And then we have the other one that is PLTR. PLTR like this 74, 78. I think PLTR could be pulling back a little bit more than that. Though I don't feel like shorting PLTR. For anybody watching out there, trading is a very risky activity. Any information that we share here is only with educational purpose. We do not assume any responsibility for any trade that you take, so make sure that you trade responsibly. And yeah, that's part of the business. So PLTR, I think the PLTR, if PLTR goes 76, I will be looking for a little short in there. PLTR goes 76, though this is a little bit too high. That's a level of interest right now. And yeah, let's see. Let's look back at Nvidia. Nvidia very choppy, as we say, like those 100 lots that I had here and there. To me, they don't say that much. So if I look at the tape right now, we have a decent order at 45. Very decent order right here. So, but how is Nvidia looking like? Well, to me, it's looking like a short. I know it is holding the 50 EMA in the 5 minute. It is not holding the VWAP. It pushed back up, find a lot of resistance, then flush it again. Then, yeah, this is not how a stock that is looking bullish will looks like in the 5 minutes. So let's see what it wants to do. But for now, just exercise your patience. Uber, it's a mistake that I kept it too tight stop loss with big size. So that's reflects from yesterday, what happened yesterday. Yeah, I wasn't aware that it is the price where you're gonna snap people out, where I had my stop loss. So normally I think ahead of that and I move my stop loss a little bit, which will make a lot of sense in Uber. Yeah, so for now we are printing good on Mara. I want to see where will be my target on Mara. Yeah, Mara. Yeah, I think I would like to try something like 26, 20. Probably we can get 27 on Mara. 28 seems to be doable, but we are not that strong today. The market is not that strong today. Like, what is IBIT looking like? Yeah, IBIT is moving up slowly. What does we say? Slowly, and you have a lot to prove yet. So we will see. So let's see. Zach, any update on your trades? You are still short on SPXL. What can you share with us? No? Okay. Yeah, if you see like the level here is acting as a level of resistance. So yeah, it is really choppy. Like and that was what got me by surprise yesterday. Like the alarm we have at 9:45 is for us to check the range, the opening range, and it's for us to also check the volume. So what you see yesterday is that this is the 15-minute candle at the open. It was printing something like 1.2 million shares being traded. And then today we got slightly higher, 1.5, but this is very low, very low. Normally, in the best days where like the volatility really spike up, we have about around 3 million or as close as possible to 3 million shares being traded at the first 15 minutes. And we have a long time without getting that. We have a very long time without getting that. And when we check the data of the number we have been putting out there, I'm gonna open that because it's not open right now. But when we check that, yeah, we have a long time without getting like we got 3 days that was like 2 weeks ago. We got a 2.3, a 2.7, a 1.6, and a 1.16. The rest of the days, the range is only like 30 cents, 20 cents, in the best case, like 60 cents. Look how now it's just pushing back up. So very hard to read the price action. I guess if we go just with the trend, it might be a little bit less choppy. Let's say like if you zoom out for a bigger time frame, like maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, like, but it's hard to take a trade looking at the 30 minutes. At least for a trade to hold for the day or a trade for. So what is GWell doing? I want to buy this thing, GWell. Yeah, it's back in there. Yeah, I'm gonna try to buy this today, but let's see. Well, I'm gonna put the order today, but CVE doing poorly, I will say right now. AMD trending higher but choppy as well. SMCI, yeah, keep pumping up. ELTR going toward those 76. Depending on how SPY is gonna be looking, that 76 might be a short for me. So, or as close as possible to 76. Ideally, I would like to see it interacting with the 76 before I really take a trade on it. Yeah, I'm debating with myself if I should be taking 50% of Mara and like being a little bit more partial, like you partial here, you partial there, and like that you keep money. But yeah, let's see. Like I think there is very nice intentions of Mara going to 28 today. So if I get 28, it's gonna be quite decent. I think. Okay, still pulling back even more. Is there any other stock that you are looking at, or you are only looking at SPXL today? Only SPXL, perfect. You know, at some point, if you would like, I think we can get you a microphone, or we can get you into the discussions here, because I think, hey, you always bring value to the table, and you have nice analysis many times. So yeah, let us know if you are interested. Okay. Understood. Uber is going without me, but in Uber, I have an order to get filled at 66.20. I think that makes sense to me. Though that VWAP is selling heavy. I know it's selling quite heavy right now. Perfect. Yeah, if you like, I can do that for sure. It's gonna be very nice to have you there. So yeah. American Airlines is holding the gap up from yesterday. Like I was looking short on American Airlines yesterday, and nothing went too bad on that one. But like this thing just rallied up quite a lot from yesterday. So and it's holding the gap. So is this gonna be the time that American Airlines is gonna be looking toward those prices that it was pre-COVID? Like, yeah, I cannot see that far right now. This is 2023. How can I do that? Yeah, I cannot do it. This platform doesn't give me that much time. So 5. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Uber is gonna offer that entry very soon. Uber is right there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get filled in Uber very soon. That's just half of, yeah, I got filled in Uber. That's just half of the size I want to buy. If you go 66, instead of me getting out as I did last time, I will be willing to add if you are still holding that level. I can do a little bit of tape reading on Uber just to see how those executions are going through. So we are printing 1613, 6013. We have, yeah, as Marie said before, 65 seems to be quite heavy on Uber. 65, but yeah, ideally we hold 66. Yeah. Yeah, selling is stepping back down. Like, so. It has been a good week in general for my trading. Though yesterday I gave up, I gave away all the profit from, yesterday was Thursday. I gave away all the profit from Wednesday. So if I manage to make back the profit from Wednesday, it's gonna be very decent week. But in general, yeah, there is a lot of work to do on the way we are trading, because like my plan right now is that I want to increase the share sizes. By increasing the share sizes, like that's like I have 3 days doing that, increasing those share sizes. And yesterday, I had like a brain. It was a little bit foggy, so I say, oh, I increased my share sizes, but I also moved the stop loss to $1 or something on Mara. So that's why and how I took a big loss in there, compared to, yeah, just in that trade I wipe out the whole profits from Wednesday. So if I manage to get that back, it's gonna be better. As people always say, one trade can do really bad for anybody if you are not managing that close. So we need to have hands on the wheel. Yeah, Uber. Yeah, Uber is it's quite decent there. I think I could add there, but I'm debating if I want to add, because it's like it's pushing higher easier, because you take 1, 2 candle to get here, and then 1, 2, 3 to get down. So, but that VWAP is not meaning a lot to it right now. Like, yeah, I will be concerned that there is too much selling here to be done. So let's see. Okay, Uber is reacting well there. So let me look at that level 2. The level 2 on Uber there's not much confidence yet. Though I think it is okay if I add. Let's see. I want to add a bit there. So add to Uber. I just add there. And let's see if I can have, yeah. Now my average is a little bit better than before. So and I give it a little bit more room. Let's see. Though at 66, I'm gonna be watching this. If it goes to 66 and he's not willing to respect the price action there, I can be out again before it really break through. So that 66 needs to hold for my loan to be correct. Right now, if I take this line here, like this, that data is not relevant anymore for me. I know we cleared out that already. Now let's clear this up here, like this 66. If we see it trading at 66.50, whatever above the VWAP is gonna be good for now. But I know it's not looking like, maybe like this will be a good shorting point. Yeah, we are clearly trending down in the shorter term. So yeah, let's see. Let's look at Mara. I think Mara wants to get to those 27 right now. 27 definitely. It looks like if we want to go to 27, are we going to get those 27? Yeah, 27 is definitely doable. I'm gonna keep watching just to make sure that level doesn't get too front run it. So yeah, SPXL, my guy, look at the SPXL. Look, such a level of resistance around there. Like, I know it spike above, and it couldn't go there. I'm not saying it looks like a short. It doesn't necessarily look like a short. I'm just saying like there is a strong level of resistance, and that's basically the volume from the opening was able to bring it here. Then 15 minutes later, guess what? When the volume is up, we are not making higher highs. Though we are not making lower lows, so that's why you need to be very careful in there. Probably something like that. The pullback I have been dreaming the whole past 2 weeks with have never happened. And yeah. Yeah, like you are talking about the opening range, like when it does the opening range, or you mean just in the channel that it is right now? It's just the channel, or you are talking about the whole range? Okay, I have to watch out in Uber. Uber is coming back to those 66. Is it gonna be printing lower? We will see. My stop loss now in Uber is at 65.70. 65.70. It shouldn't get there. That will be the best ad right here, but I don't want to add, and I won't add. Like, that will be my last trade on Uber. If it doesn't hold the trend, I am not taking Uber anymore. I want to see it trading above 66, just like that. But respect 66, and it is not respecting 66 right now. Yeah. In the channel, oh, very nice. Yeah, because like the channel have been very consistent. SPXL. The channel have been very consistent, but like the reason why I say at some point before is that whatever is going to happen, like, and this is a little bit paradoxically, because the statement is true no matter at what time you say it, but I will be expecting a bigger move. The problem right now is that I don't have a clear direction. I don't know if the move is gonna be toward the up side or if it's gonna be toward the downside. But with this type of action here, once we escape this for good, it should be taking a big snap down or a big move up. Like I said, that it sounds a little bit too deterministic. Is the volume there for that to happen? Well, we know we have a little bit too low volume today. So yeah, take it with a big grain of salt. But if you're able to profit from, we are pretty much $1 in the money on Mara. What a nice trade. So let's see. Yeah, that level is getting thrown wrong. Like, I mean, there is buyers right now there. There is sellers right there now, and they are going ahead for a little bit. Though buyers are as well. So like buyers are stepping in. So ideally, I should be taking half of that, but I would like to see trading a little bit higher. Damara. Okay, I gonna make it a clear decision. I gonna take half of a 26. Is that we are just 26.50? I'm gonna take half at 27. 27. Do we have healthy volume? We have very healthy volume right now. Why would I like to take in Mara specifically? Why would I like to take that 27? Well, because I don't know what is gonna happen, because the market is choppy. So Mara, yeah, there's a little bit of selling pressure right there. So 27. I'm gonna front run it by 10 cents. I know it's a little bit too much front running, but yeah, I'm gonna have an order just to take some partial right there. Okay, so okay, the order is in for that partial. So once you get there, okay, SPY making a nice push toward the upside. So it's PXL as well. It's the same thing. very slow price action right now, so I was looking short on PLTR at some point. There we go. That look at that rejection of that 76. Basically, we print exactly 75.93. That reaction, like that was a little bit ahead of the price action there, but not looking like a short yet. It looks like if it might be wanting to bounce back up from 75. We will see the reaction at 75. Seems to be very relevant. And yeah, if you push back up from 75, we will see what is after that. So let's go back to SPXL, as that's what you're trading. I think SPXL is looking okay there. So what do we have here? Okay, just ignore that. Yeah. You see, reject that by the penny. I think volume is gonna be one of the most relevant things right now on that name. So what I want to look in here, I want to look at this SPY basically on this chart. This is a different chart where I can see the volume and the price. So let's see. Yeah, SPY is gonna. It looks like if it wants to go higher right now. It looks like if it wants to go higher. Let's see. Yeah. The chances of going higher are like the probabilities are toward the upside, I will say. If we look at the volume profile, yeah, like maybe the worst case scenario will be the VWAP. So that's looking like a loan to me. If I say from where it will be like maybe around 189.86, 189.86 looking long. For me to elaborate a little bit more into why I say that, well, there are buyers at the other side of the river. Like, I mean, if you take that 190, there is good interest above that price. So if there is good interest above that price, there is a higher chance that it will go there. Maybe the volume was too low around there, but hey, it is a low day volume. So, but you will need to make sure that you get a good price. The best price there for the long might be the VWAP. Yeah, that top could become a little bit too heavy, but it is not heavy. Like, it is not too heavy yet. So the volume executed there is about, compared to the biggest size previously, I think it's about 90 to 80%. So it's about to become heavy, but it's not heavy yet. It is heavy, but it's not the heaviest yet. So Mara is pulling back one more time. So let's see. Yeah, like the rejection of the 50, like 2650 on Mara, is a little bit too clean. I mean, like, when the rejection is so clean, I will be looking going out in there or going short, because it was not able to pierce it by the penny. I got a decent price, that's one thing, and I am breaking even on that one already. I know there is more buying interest than selling, so is that right yet? Let's see. Yes, that is still correct. Yeah. the CVD is higher by about 40%. So a CVD that is higher by about 40%, unless the sellers step in a little bit heavier, there should be a good reason to go back above those 2650 and then use the 2650 as a level of support. SPXL, as I say, it looks like a long to me. And I like the fact that the volume that is happening right now is happening slightly lower. It's not that close to the 90s. Like it's at 90, but it's not 90-20 is what I'm trying to say here. 90-20, if the volume spike a little bit too much in there, I will be looking to the other side. But the way that it's distributing here in the range at the bottom make me think a little bit like more long. Let's see what it wants to do. Those are not, this is no science, this is no exact numbers, like trading is an art. So yeah, let's see how we're gonna look at the end of the day. Okay. Yeah, Mara is bouncing back as I was expecting. The problem is that it didn't bounce from a technical level pretty much. Or not from orders that I can see. So what do I want to do? I want to check the range. So it's at day 47. And then what we have. So today the high of the opening range was, yeah, this is not correct. Yeah, I'm gonna have to readjust that thing. So in here, if I have it on SPY, it's 608.93 with 607.36. Yeah, the range today is $1.5, so it's way better than before. Perfect. Just watch out for the long in there, my guy. But very nice if you are at that point. That's very hard for me to do, I have to say. Like I tried one day, and I think I talked to you about when I was trying to trade those range that way, that you take the top and flip at the bottom, take the top, flip at the bottom, and yeah, like I'm more like a trend trade. So, but if you're able to do that, man, like oof, you're gonna be making profit in trending market, and you're gonna be making money on the ranging market, which lately have been like, yes, on the daily chart it's looking very, very bullish, but in the intraday it's hard. Okay, let me look at the 1 minute. Oh yeah, yeah, this is the wrong one. SPXL. Yeah, yeah, very clear. It's like bouncing, yeah, like very trap in there. Yeah, understood. Like, what do you do? Do you use a wider stop loss? Like, do you, like, let's say if you are going in short at the 90, do you use a stop loss that will clear all the wicks, all the previous wicks, or like what are you aiming there? A 1-to-1, like basically putting your stop here, or like, or yeah, feed me back on that one. Yeah, wider, perfect. So So I have the order to get half of the position on Mara. So that Mara, this is a beautiful trade. I like the way that Mara have been behaving lately. Like, let's say I wouldn't like to see it breaking this low here, though it can break this one and then this one, but like this one and then respect this one. But yeah, it's I normally don't look at the 1 minute. Maybe I should be looking more at the 1 minute because yeah, like Uber. In Uber, I have to do the opposite. I would like to go in the 15 minutes. Yeah, this is not looking that good. Yeah, SPY or SPXL interacting with the VWAP. Well, I see that the SPXL VWAP is slightly farther, but SPY, if you are using SPY, perfect. A 1.5 to 1. Perfect. That makes sense. So, yeah, SPY was. This is SPY. Okay. Yeah, it's not the VWAP. That's the overnight VWAP. SPY is bouncing back from what I have as the overnight VWAP. I don't have it in that chart that you guys are seeing, but yeah. Let's see. What is PLTR on right now? PLTR. Yeah, PLTR approaching those 76. I want to see the interaction of those 76 on PLTR because I might be looking short. It's not looking short, to be honest. It's the same case that I was calling out on SPY. It is not looking short at all. So let's see the reaction one more time and then we decide what to do. Like, the problem is that, yeah, for this to go 80, I think it will be almost impossible because it already pushed up what, like $4 from the PCL. Okay, Mara. I don't like how it's looking right now, Mara. But if you see as it's pulling back or trending down, the volume have been stepping down as well. So this is my point of reference, I will say right now, temporarily. SPY is trying to break down right now. So Mara, yeah, Mara also breaking down. Everything is flushing right now. Hood, I guess, is going down. Hood. No, it's not like. I guess PLTR will be looking a little bit more bearish. Yeah, I'm not feeling much stress about my Mara position because I think it's still holding good. It will have to clear a lot of things before it really go down. Yeah, I'm observing that volume coming in. So if I take what will be that will be PLTR. Yeah, PLTR. Okay, I think I'm gonna be out of Uber. Let me see what is Uber doing. Yeah, 65.86. Really not respecting those 66. So want to see if we want to retrace a little bit more. But I am willing to be out of Uber very soon. I really don't like what I see here, so we'll see. Let's see if some buying step in. Yeah, now SPY really whacked the VWAP. Like, it did this move here. So, yeah, as I say for Uber, if Uber get me out, it's gonna be my last trade on there. Like, this is not looking important anymore. The size there, so. I would like to check the level 2 on Uber, and it's looking okay. It's just not looking that, like, I don't sense the momentum on it. So for SAC, if you are watching there, that wick that we put in the 5 minute here on SPY, right there, that will be the line in the sand for me. Like, what I mean, we have on the clock, we have 2 minutes, 1 minute and 10 seconds. If in that 1 minute and 10 seconds, like, this candle is gonna die, and then I'm gonna use the low of this candle as a point of reference for my long. I will be looking long here as close as possible to the 189.60, like it's 20 cents from there, but I will use this candle as my stop loss, because this was the candle that managed to trade below the level. And like, if it is a long, this is just getting some liquidity here and then going back up, but we need to make sure that we are aware that we are at the top. VWAP is also a good stop loss. VWAP is a good stop loss, or a previous, like, or whatever low. I don't expect the next candle to make a lower low. If we make a lower low, maybe we need to go and look south. So just an observation there. Look at Mara, what a beautiful push up. We did that wick, kind of the same than SPY pretty much, though I know those two are not that correlated. So what is IBIT doing? IBIT is just going higher and higher, very slow, but going there. So what is Over doing? Over is coming back. Maybe that's the point where I want to be out of Over. Like, what is sellers doing with Over? Let's see. So we have big selling here, then buying, decent, buying. Sellers increasing. Yeah, maybe sellers are losing momentum on. They are definitely losing momentum on Over. So I'm gonna hold Over, based on that. I'm gonna keep my stop loss and still call it the last trade in Uber. But it will need to put up better move than what it's doing right now. The only reason why I want to stay in is because I see the sellers losing momentum and buyers are stepping in a little bit better. So let's see if this is gonna be going back up or what it's gonna do. Then we have Mara. Then we have Hood. Tururudim. Oh, no. So Hood is interacting with those 40. That's an interesting price. I think it wants to trade above the 40, but for now the 40 having a major level of resistance. So right now the liquidity got removed right there as it went through. So if I check this out, let's see. Yeah, I think it's looking okay. Yeah, like who this one where the buyers are stepping in as well. So SPXL is looking, yeah, let's see now if we manage to go back up. It is re-entering the channel right here, and yeah, is this gonna be the last pullback for the choppy action? Could be. Look at the volume, how the volume spiked right here. That shouldn't be fake. Like, I mean, that shouldn't be, not fake, no move is fake. But what I'm trying to say here, that should hold a little bit decent here, because we're having the pullback is stepping down. Like, you see how this pullback here create that huge candle compared to the average candle. Then we have this one pushing higher with even higher volume as well. So sellers are really confident on that push up. Buyers are confident on that push up. So Mara is making higher highs on the day. This is a beautiful trade. As I say, at some point I want to take partial. I have my order to take partial very soon. That's 2650 seems to be very relevant, as the 2650 keep basically like selling a lot. So I want to check that tape at that 2650. I would like the 2650 to become on a level of support. So if that 2650 manages to become on a level of support, we can hold for a little bit more than that. So let's see, Mara. Okay, I go Mara. Then we look at the tape. Yeah, we need to fix that this weekend. I'm gonna write that down actually, like I don't forget. So level two length. Okay, Mara keep pushing back up. Yeah. Oh, this Mara is looking very healthy. Very healthy. Let's see what happened at the 50. That 50 is fighting quite well. Like the 2650 is fighting very decent. So are we gonna be breaking through? Probably. 28 is slightly too heavy for Mara right now. Like 28 is a little bit too heavy. Maybe I shouldn't be expecting we to go back in there to 28, but I think that maybe 27 should be doable. 27, yeah, 27 should be doable. SPXL, that keep pushing back up. That's the 30-minute chart when we go in the 5. This is looking very healthy. So at some point I'm gonna be taking those trades with you too, because like they make sense to me. Just I don't want to have too many positions open and then like having an attention deficit. Okay, Mara is becoming too heavy at the 50. It's not there yet, but I don't like what I see happening at the 50. I know we are fighting for that. We are fighting for to hold 2650, but the volume that is stepping in is heavy enough that it may tilt it toward the downside. Now we have even higher volume than previous interactions. So okay, I want, yeah, there we have more buyers at 2660, at 2670, more selling as well, but the buyers are stepping nice enough. So yeah, yeah, let's see. We're gonna be taking our partial very soon, I think, if this keep pushing that way. So then we go Uber claiming back the 66, but right now those 66 in Uber is not looking that good. Let's see, where are you, my guy? 66. That tape is not, as I say, momentum is not there at all. So I keep watching Mara on that chart, and then we have Tesla. Tesla, what is Tesla doing? Tesla is claiming back those 373. That was a level that may recall out, and then the 376. Tesla could be a good long. I think out of that 373, it should be a good long on Tesla. 373, right around there. So I'm gonna drop off a blue line here. I think that level means something to it. There was decent size before. Mara is coming back into the 2650. Not scary because it doesn't have that much volume yet, but the volume is concerning there. We need to keep observing what is gonna be happening next. If he lost the 2650, we're gonna need to be willing to take our partial earlier because the way it's looking. But SPXL have been slightly harder than what I will be expecting, as it keep pushing back down. Very choppy action there. I guess maybe if he's playing the range yet, it makes sense, but yeah, required a lot of discipline to trade this. Look at that big candle here. Like, that volume there was quite heavy. Let's see a SPY how it looks like. Yeah, SPY is looking, it's the same thing, but the volume, sorry, the volume profile, I think is the one we need to keep an eye on it. Like, there is big selling volume right here. So will be that a trade that I will be de-risking? Yes, I think it will. That trade will be like that, especially as I see that most of the things are struggling a little bit on the top. PLTR is a good indicator, I will say. Look at PLTR breaking 76. That PLTR, let's see how that top looking PLTR. Yeah, PLTR is not looking like a short volume profile wise, but yeah, I think you have a lot to see with the indexes, like the SPY still respecting very good those prices. Let's see, maybe like this. Okay, so Tesla is pushing back up. the top on PLTR is becoming heavier. So PLTR slightly concerning at those 76. Though we hold quite well, like we push back up, bounce back from the VWAP and the EMA, and now we are holding that EMA quite well. But yeah, I wouldn't be looking long there in PLTR, though it looks like a long. Okay, SPY is flushing right now toward the downside. I'm gonna be out of Uber. Right now, I'm gonna be out of Uber. That's enough for me with Uber. I think it doesn't want to work. So why to take it like that? So walk away from that. So I'm gonna get out of Mara, I think. Let's see. Mara, what is the price? No, okay, I shouldn't be getting out of Mara. I'm gonna go short PLTR. A little bit more conservative in this trade. That PLTR, I'm gonna take the short on PLTR. The same thing, it will be 2 steps. Before I do that, let me look at that level 2. Where are we selling? We are selling 75.76. Can I get 75.76? I think I could get 75.76. Let's see if I can get 75.76 on Uber. Yeah, Mara, I think, as I say, it's about being responsible. So Mara, I'm gonna be out of Mara completely. We're gonna ring the bell there.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Didn't want to do it. It's okay. We don't have to fight for it too much. So PLTR is the one I wanted to take a short on. Yeah, that's a little bit. I don't see the short in PLTR right now. Maybe if he goes to 70. Let's get that little bite. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay. Just half of the position. If he goes 70, I can see how he wants to behave. The index is just going down right now. So Mara, I know that might be a pullback. I just don't like the way it's looking like. Like Mara is having trouble with the 2650. It's looking even like a good short price right now. But Mara does Mara, you know, like maybe if you go 26, I can try to buy it back. But not looking extremely confident on that one. This name is just flushing a little bit too much, so I'm gonna add a little bit. That PLTR, let's see. PLTR should be good, just like that. The reason why I add on PLTR is because of how SPY is flushing. like I'm gonna use a 30 cents point of reference, stop loss 50 cents, but 50 cents a little bit more. I have to give it a little bit more than 50 cents, but if you go 70, I can see what is really going on right there. So SPY is going down. Yeah, I was looking the other side, but it doesn't seem like if it was gonna be the other side. So if SPY keep flushing, PLTR having a lot of resistance at those 26. Once it break 76, sorry, if it breaks 75, how good could it be? I think it will make a lot of sense. So PLTR, we should be able to capture between 15 cents to $1 in that one. So I know I said a couple times I don't like the short in PLTR, but look how is Nvidia looking like. This is Nvidia, this is SPY. What about Hood? Hood was a little bit weak. The Hood is strong in software, but it's very strong. So SMCI. What about Mara? Yeah, Mara holding the 50. It could be a mistake that I got out of Mara, but it's a mistake. I won't be feeling too bad about it, or I won't be blaming myself. There is no reason why to feel bad about it. It's just like I wouldn't blame the execution too much, because though I can predict maybe that was going to try to shake people out. Yeah, I don't like the way that top is looking like on Mara. It's looking worse than even on PLTR. So zooming a little bit on PLTR. Zoom out. Yeah, Mara seems to not be wanting to hold those 2650. So PLTR is gonna do that at 70 there. That 70 was the best price I think I should be getting, though I was not patient enough. Let's see. PLTR. Yeah, let's see what it wants to do. Okay. Am I gonna be able to survive PLTR? I don't know. Yeah, 76 is clear. Thank you, my guy. You too. Have a good day and good rest of the weekend. Mara really, really flip right there. So I think I would like to see PLTR flipping too, kind of similar than what Mara did, like PLTR. Yeah, if you manage to flip at those 26, 76, is what I will be looking for. Though it might be the name that is not gonna be flipping. So what about Tesla? Oh, very, very noisy. Robin Hood. Yeah, Hood. Finally sell off from those 40 a little bit there. This is more flushy, so PLTR. Yeah, PLTR doesn't look like it's gonna be good for me. So let's see. Yeah, SPY is still under pressure. SPY is going down. How low can this really go? We don't know. Yeah, Mara doesn't want to let it go. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna take a little short to Mara. Let's see, little short tomorrow. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, PLTR is trying to test those 76. Yeah, I won't let PLTR shake me out of that position. Like, of course, if you get me out, you get me out at my stop loss. My stop loss is 76.13. Yeah, if you get to 76.13, I'm gonna be okay with being out. But I don't want to go out prematurely because I think it has decent selling pressure right now. So yeah, if it's gonna keep going down, I think it may break those levels for good. Right now, 75 is becoming a little bit heavier. Yeah, let's see. And Mara is printing. So we took the upside on Mara. Now we're taking the downside. So PLTR, I was planning to readjust the price because the 73 was the price I wanted for the short, and I got the 42, 75.42 instead of 75, 73, 75, 70. So that's 30 cents against me. So I think it's exactly what we can see in the P&L. And yeah, like so. Let's see. Once that top flip, and that's even better. I can just wait for it to flip and then I take it. But yeah, that for next time I'm gonna try to pay attention to that and take it once it flip. So yeah, I like the fact that volume is stepping in and really not moving the price yet on PLTR. That doesn't justify bad entry, but that gives me a little bit more confident on the not breaking that 76. Okay, going back to the 76. Let's see. Is it volume stepping in? Not really right now. So we're gonna counterbalance there with the Mara short. But yeah. it is going to be printing 76 very soon. There we go. Then we have a bunch of stacking right there at 76.00, and that stacking may push the price higher. Let's see, 76 is pushing it slightly lower. 78. 78, 79, 76 again. So okay, let's see what it wants to do. It's very close to get me out, but it will need to cross the 76. As I say before, I don't want to be shaken out of that position. So I had a plan and I didn't follow that well, but you know, part of trading. So PLTR, as we say, interacting with the 76 quite well. So okay, that will get us out very soon, as I say. Yeah. Is that top becoming heavier? No, at all. So okay, my stop loss is 76.13. Very surprising what it's doing right there. Yeah, still buyers are under control. Little bit of buying pressure there. Just came in at that 76. Okay, now volume is stepping in a little bit better. I'm gonna go completely out of Mara. Actually, I'm gonna put the stop loss at break even on Mara. The reason for that is because PLTR is absorbing all my attention, so I don't want to be mismanaging Mara. It's gonna get me out and soon, maybe too, but that's okay. So yeah, so basically that's everything for today. I will see what trade I want to hold for the rest of the day. Having a good day in general. I have taken a couple losses, but the winning have been counterbalancing that, so didn't make all the losses from yesterday yet. but we will see how we end the day. So this is everything for today. As I say, if you like our channel, feel free to like and subscribe. Also share. And anything that you would like to see more, that we share more, feel free to drop it in the chat box, and we definitely gonna be looking at it. So I hope everybody have a good day. Everybody have a good weekend.